biblical prophecies. In the biblical scriptures, astronomical phenomena are alluded to as warning signs, as the Bible tells us in Joel 2 verse 31. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and dreadful day of the Lord comes. For many, the eclipse this April 8th awakens memories of ancient beliefs about the end times and divine judgment. In the midst of a world full of uncertainty and conflict, the idea that such a celestial event could be a harbinger of cataclysmic events is a powerful reminder of the end times.
Well, this spring will bring an event so rare it has not been seen since Thomas Jefferson was president.
Before you get too excited out there, we want to warn you, it will be loud and likely very annoying. Two different broods of cicadas will emerge at the same time in a rare, synchronized event. This last occurred in 1803. It sounds like the Olympics.
I was going to say, why does it sound like a trailer?
Starting in April, billions of the winged insects will make an appearance across the Midwest and Southeast for their raucous mating ritual. TV.
All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wikakwadash. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and shalom to the believers, and double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. This lesson is entitled Signs in the Heavens, the Eclipse of April 8th. Jeremiah 51 and verses 10. The Lord has brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord, our power. Because the Lord is bringing forth the Bible fulfillment, letting us know that his words are indeed faithful and true. All right. So that we indeed can be joyful during these end times, and we can bring forth fruit, okay, of repentance, all right, doing the works, doing the will of the Most High, all right. Luke 21 and 25, because these prophecies are a blueprint to the end to show us the end, okay, manifesting in real time. Luke 21 and 25. And there shall be seen signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Okay, and this upcoming eclipse on April the 8th has got everybody shaking in their boots, okay, all the way to Texas. In Texas, they've got the National Guard on standby for this, okay, all down in Texas and in some other states as well. I don't know exactly all the states, but I know Texas is on high alert. Okay, so they're in fear, okay, of the actual solar eclipse that's coming. All right, it's gonna last. I think they're gonna say it's gonna last about 4 minutes. Okay, it's gonna pass over from Texas all the way to Canada. All right. Okay. So we are the watchmen, and we are to keep watch on these prophecies being fulfilled. All right. Mark 13 and 33. And it reads, "Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is." You know, the time of the end. Okay. All right. So we're to keep watch. Okay. We are the watchmen. Okay. Isaiah 62 and 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night, yea, that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. So we are to tell you of these upcoming prophecy fulfillments, and that's what's happening here. Not only do we have an eclipse approaching, we have a comet that's going to be approaching, and we have the locusts that are going to arrive in April as well, this month. Okay, so the cicadas, a certain breed, I think they call it breed X, two separate breeds will hatch at the same time. So they're very similar to locusts. All right, so we can see that the Lord is showing us signs from heaven. All right. All right. And it's no coincidence that these signs are coming upon Babylon. Okay. All right. All right. Another Egypt. Okay. Second Esdras 15 in verses 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Egypt being a similitude of America, Babylon the Great. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Okay, so that's what's happening now. Okay, let's go to the account in the former Egypt in Mizraim that came upon Pharaoh. Exodus 10 verses 12, and it reads, And the Lord said unto Moses, Stretch out thine hand over the land of Egypt for the locusts, that they may come up upon the land of Egypt, and eat every herb of the land, even all that the hail has left. And Moses stretched forth his rod over the land of Egypt, and the Lord brought an east wind upon the land all that day, and all that night. And when it was morning, the east wind brought the locusts, and the locusts went up over all the land of Egypt, and rested in all the coasts of Egypt. Very grievous were they before them. There were no such locusts as they, neither after them shall be such. For they covered the face of the whole earth, so that the land was darkened. And they did eat every herb of the land, and all the fruit of the trees, which the hail had left. And there remained not any green thing in the trees, or in the herbs of the field, through all the land of Egypt. Then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron in haste, and he said, I have sinned against the Lord your power, and against you. Now therefore forgive, I pray thee, my sin only this once, and entreat the Lord your power, that he may take away me this death only. And he went out from Pharaoh and entreated the Lord. And the Lord turned a mighty strong wind, west wind, which took away the locusts and cast them into the Red Sea. There remained not one locust in all the coasts of Egypt. But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, so that he would not let the children of Israel go. Okay? And at this time, we have the northern kingdom coming into Babylon the Great, America. Okay? So we're all here in America being oppressed together. All right? We'll go there real quick. So the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, the so-called Venezuelans and the people of the Americas, a lot of them are Israelites of the northern kingdom. Okay? Jeremiah 50 in verses 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. So we're here in America in captivity in Babylon the Great. Okay, let's go to Hosea 12 and 10, which tells you that the Lord speaks in similitudes through the ministry of the prophets. Okay, so you can understand that. Hosea, let me get that real quick. Hosea 12 and 10. Let me highlight it real quick. I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions and used similitudes. Okay, we're in another Egypt. All right, Rome. We're in another Sodom, because they approved same-sex marriage. Okay, all right. So we're in another Sodom and Egypt, another Rome and Babylon. Okay, by the ministry of the prophets. Let me read that again. I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets. So hopefully you understand that. All right, we're in another Egypt. So, and the Lord said he would bring plagues as before. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's go back to Exodus 21 through 23, because he brought the locusts to Pharaoh, right? And then he brought the darkness. Okay, let's go to Exodus 21, and Exodus 10, Salakia, 10 and 21. All right, and it reads, and the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thine hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. And Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. They saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings. Okay, so as we can see, the Lord brought this darkness. So it could have been a eclipse that the Lord brought. Okay, all right, just like it's going to come on April the 8th. All right, let's read a little bit more. Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon also explains this time of darkness. All right, that came over Egypt, ancient Egypt. All right, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17 and verses 1, and it reads, for great are thy judgments and cannot be expressed, therefore unnurtured souls have erred. For when unrighteous men thought to oppress the holy nation, that would have been the Hamitic nation, the so-called Africans, all right, okay, the Egyptians, they being shut up in their houses, the prisoners of darkness, and fettered with the bonds of a long night, lay there exiled from the eternal providence. For while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange aberrations. So they were seeing things, okay, also. For neither might the corner that held them keep them from fear, but noises as of waters falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenances. No power of the fire might give them light, neither could the bright flames of the stars endure to lighten that horrible night. Okay, so it was pretty horrible for the Egyptians. Okay, all right, we'll read 21. Over them only was spread in heavy night an image of darkness, which should afterward receive them, but yet were they unto themselves more grievous than the darkness. Okay, so it was eclipse that came over lasted a while, and they were seeing things, apparitions. They were seeing wild beasts, serpents, if you read the whole chapter. Okay. All right. But we are not to be dismayed at the signs of heaven. All right. Jeremiah 10 and 1 and 2. The Lord says for the children of Israel not to be dismayed. And we're covered in the blood of Yahweh Shai. All right. So Jeremiah 10 and 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Luke 21 and 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and shalom to the believers, and double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. Shalom.